All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Paul McMillan II, and welcome to another live binary session. It is October 4th, 2021, and it's on a Monday. So we're going to actually trade the Google stock on the over-the-counter. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to actually base our decision off of market structure and supply and demand zones and a couple of EMA indicators. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the daily time frame. What we're going to do is we're going to actually just mark up the most recent high and lows. This is going to help us to determine what price previously did in the past and more likely what it's probably going to do in the future. We can never fully predict what the market is going to do, but we can get a good, decent idea to make a good decision. So this is going to be our supply zone here. All right. We're going to drag this out just a little bit here. And this is going to be the most recent high, so this is going to be our daily resistance. And then we're going to actually take another horizontal line and go for the most recent low, which I could say is here off of this wick here. And so we're going to actually change the color of this here. Take that out. Then we're going to actually draw our demand zone here. All right. So that's what we're going to draw. Let that drawn up. And so now we're going to actually switch to the 4-hour. So now our goal on the 4-hour is to actually draw up our zones based off of market structure. And then we're going to kind of go into the past and figure out what exactly did price do on these zones and market structure. That way it kind of gives us a little bit more of an idea of what price is probably going to do in the future, okay, or currently. So we're going to want to actually take, made a mistake here. This is supposed to be down here. So we're going to mark up our zones based off of what price respect these zones as support and resistance off of the wick. So I can see one here. We'll put another one. Matter of fact, probably put one. No, this is perfect. And then the very next zone, I can see it here. And we're going to take another one. And I can actually see another one down to this body here. Then I can see another one actually interacting with the wick. I would say here. And then we're going to draw our zones based off of this. So we're going to make it a different color, of course. Probably going to make it we can make it purple. Yeah, I like that. So let me pause this recording, draw up these zones, and I'll be right back. All right, so we got our zones drawn. So now what we want to do is we want to look at current price. And we see that current price respected this daily zone, this daily support, or what we call our demand zone. So what we want to do is we're going to actually look to our left and see and look at the last time when price actually interacted with this same zone. And in fact, let me stretch this zone out all the way up to here and see what you see here is you see that price interacted with this zone before or close to it right here, which ultimately forced price to actually trend up. And you kind of see that. And eventually price reached all the way up until this supply zone. and then started to trend downward. You see that? So what do you think price is going to do this time around? More likely it's going to trend up. So then at this point, we see that it is pushing up. We see a lower high, and we see a higher high forming. So then it's safe to say that price is trending up at this point. So that's where I'm going to actually take a trend line and just actually put that there. Now, once we kind of see this, once I pull out the fib here, then I can identify, this was the most recent high here. I kind of identify what price pulled back the first time. And it did pull back between the 50% and the 6180. You do see that, so I'm going to draw a rectangle for that. And then I'm going to actually make a gold color. Send this here. $61.80 is here. I'm going to get that gold color, all right? Yeah, price is trending up, okay, at this point. So now what we want to do is go to the 1 hour, and we look and see here that price is still trending up. We can see that, and it actually broke above the CMA here. So more likely price is still trending upward. So I'm going to actually erase this and just update my trend line. So that way it's matching. I'm going to make my trend line blue as well. You kind of see that here. So it shows that price is trending up. Change the thickness of this, right? And so now we see that price is going up. I can pull out the fib. Go for the most recent low here, all the way to the most recent high. And then we're going to check the percents and see what price lays. And so you can see that price was respecting the 38.20 and it pushed price up a little bit. So it might have a little bit more juice to shoot up. Now we do see a bearish doji here. So that might be a sign that maybe price might actually be resisting the zone and it might actually shoot down again. That might be a possibility. But then when we look at the RSI, we see a double bottom and it might actually push price up. So I'm betting that price is going to be trending up. But if price change direction, we can always adjust. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go straight to the 15-minute. And when we look at the 15-minute here, we can see that price is actually sitting on the zone. And we see that price has already ran a bullish run. And what I noticed here is I actually noticed a bearish harami. So that kind of gives me an indication that price did take a little bit of a bearish run and it might eventually actually drop because price did trend up and it did all of its work. But it looks like that is actually exhausted and it looks like the bears are taking over. We even see a bearish harami here and then another bearish harami. So then at this point, price did trend up like we marked up, but it is exhausted at this point. And it's starting to shift gears. So now that it's starting to shift gears, we are going to shift gears, all right? So I'm getting the indication that price is going to drop. So then there's no pullbacks yet. Let me change this trend line. All right. And then basically, we want to wait until we catch an outbreak candle. And price is already kind of trending down. So what I want to do is turn on my indicators and let you and show you guys how I use my moving average indicators. So basically, and I can see this, basically the best entry candle is when this blue EMA crosses over the red EMA and the yellow EMA. It's kind of like when price shot up here. You see how the yellow EMA passed both EMAs, and the blue one did, and price shot up instantly and created this enormous bullish candle. So we see that here. So that gives me plenty of confirmation that price is going to sell, or more than likely is probably going to sell. So then I need to wait for the outbreak candle and basically wait for this blue EMA to cross over this red EMA. So that's what I need to wait for. So while I'm waiting for that, let's see here. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to update my trend line. Excuse me. I'm just going to do this up here, and I'm going to do this right there with it. And so now what we're going to do is, and we teach this in Tradenology, our company, you wait until the white candle breaks out. So this is not the right candle yet. This is just letting us know it's heading that direction. But you see here that a bearish Harami formed. And then you saw a bullish doji, but it's letting us know that the bulls are losing power and the bears are starting to gain control. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to wait for that outbreak candle and jump in for 15 minutes and get our profit. All right. So the best thing we can do now is actually sit on our feet and wait, sit on our hands and wait, so to speak, and wait for that right candle to form. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pause this recording, and once price does what it do, then I will resume this recording. Be right back. So to give you guys an update, looks like candle is starting to drop. So this is probably a strong indication that price is going bearish. But we want to wait until this blue candle, the blue EMA crosses this red one. That's going to give us the perfect outbreak candle. And that's what we want. So we're going to wait for that. And we want extra confirmation. So that way we can get the best trade possible. So be right back. It's a little like it's dropping, like we thought it would. But I want to wait until this blue candle crosses this red EMA. That's going to give you all the confirmation in the world to jump in. So we'll wait. Be right back. So the next candle is closing below. But I'm still going to wait because I want to see this blue EMA cross over this red EMA. Then I know it's game time. That's extra confirmation. So be right back. All right, so it looks like price is actually pushing up, which originally we said price was bullish, so it makes sense. So price is probably going to push up. And then maybe when it hits this resistance up on this wick, or maybe up here, then it's probably going to decide to shift and sell. If this candle keeps on pushing up, I might go ahead and put in the call. Let's jump in that trade. Might do that. Just have this game momentum. If I decide to do that, I'll resume this recording. Be like that. Just to give you guys an update, I decided to draw my trend line. I'm going to wait for the next couple of candles and see what it's going to do, because ultimately I'm going to go in for the sell. But I really believe that that's where price is going to go. I do believe it's possibly going to buy up, maybe up to here, and then decide to reverse down. But we'll see. I'm going to be back for a sell. So be right back. All right, so this might be a banker's candle. It looks like it's gaining momentum, but we'll see if it holds for a while. Looks like it is pushing down, but I see a wick. So still a little bit of indecision in the market here. So, but I think it's starting to actually trend down. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait and see what happens. Put 429. That was good. That was good. So made some money in the market. See if we push down some more. Let's see if it does. I'll pause this recording and we'll see what happens. So to give you guys another note, looks like price is dropping again. This means that our analysis was correct. I don't know if I'm going to drop in the market again because I made my money for the day. Might think about it, but that could be a really, really good entry for me to get in again, but we'll see. I might just end this session, but I want to see what the next candle's going to do. So we'll see. Give you guys an update. Price might be going bullish just for a tad bit. It is overall bearish, but it may actually go bullish and maybe hit this zone and then go down. But if price decides to pass this wick here and maybe go up a little bit further, then that might give me an indication that price might go all the way up into the supply zone like price did previously here, and then reverse back down with a bearish, with a banker's candle. Now, price crosses over this line and pushes up, then I may do a 15-second before it hits to the top here and then decides to change direction. That's the only reason I'll do that. So we'll see. If the price doesn't do that within the next candle, then I'm going to end this session since we made money. Be right back. It looks like this candle is pushing up. So the $1 million question is, how far will this candle go before it decides to reverse and form a banker's candle? That's the $1 million question. So we'll see. Be right back. Looks like price is buying up, but there's not a lot of momentum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually in this recording and switch to demo and see what happens. So that's the end of this live session. See you in the next one. Take care.